Right? It's just little pasta?
No, actually, orzo is rice, you dumb fuck. Orzo's rice. And what the fuck did he do to these hash browns? Oh, God. What did he do?
It's pasta shaped like rice. Okay.
Not really, but whatever.
Could just use rice.
It's fine, Italian.
They did specifically for
All right, I'm done with this. I'm not dealing with this shit. I will just deal with his. God damn it, son of a cunt. I will just deal with his best pulled pork you've ever had.
We're making pulled pork. You gotta, this is a pork butt, a Boston butt, or pork shoulder.
Is it bone in or bone out? It's kind of important.
I got it on sale at my butcher. You have to pat it dry. In fact, I had them.
Yes, so the seasonings will stick.
Cut it in half because this is like half of one. This is huge. It's a lot of meat. Sometimes I even cut these in half and you can freeze them and save them. Totally fine. This is really simple.
You seriously cannot find another use for smoked pulled pork.
My father believed that iron was meant to
Get
unite.
more with Geico.
Right? He's not going to be around till the end. If you have a good quality pulled pork, it's going to get eaten. And right now I'm terrified of what I'm seeing here.
This is a
Again, a pork butt, yes, has a lot of fat in it. But it also has a lot of sinew. And this is terrifying that cast iron pan is terrifying the hell out of me.
a couple days before I even want to cook it. The first thing we got to do, and the only thing we got to do today, is just salt it. Every time we get a big hunk of meat.
Oh, God, no! The pork's already been fucking cured!
We salt it. It's going to do a few things. We've talked about it before, but we're
Didn't you bitch about me salting my burgers? Like, seriously, actually, no. Didn't you bitch at me about salting my burgers?
going to talk about it every time. It seasons the meat, which is obviously very important. You want it to be tasty. Draws moisture from the surface, and it helps retain moisture in the center. There's actually science that proves
Oh, I salted them wrong.
this if you want to look it up in the food lab. But I have all these whole spices, so I have black peppercorn in here in my mortar and pestle, yellow mustard seed, cumin, salt, and I have quite a bit of it. I'm just going to grind this up. And then to that, I'm going to add brown sugar, onion powder, roasted garlic stuff, and also
Buys the cheapest, crappiest spices on the planet and bitches at me about my fine garlic.
I have some of this from Michael Twitty, who is a chef on the internet, who put out this barbecue spice, and it's really good.
And yet I eat shit from Jake's fans who chastise me for using a burger seasoning that I like that is made in-house at a grocery store I frequent.
Kick to it. It's sweet. It's salty. I got a little lemon pepper in there as well, so we have a little citrus kick. In fact,
I guarantee you, I've made my own thing more. I've made my own rub more than Jake has.
just a little bit more because I added some more stuff. I mean, this recipe specifically, it doesn't matter. You can put whatever you would like on there. If it's some, like, anything, like, you know, Montreal steak seasoning.
Jake, whatever the fuck you put on is irrelevant. If it is 2:45 in the afternoon, you're fucked. You ain't eating this till tomorrow.
You just follow this along, and this is what I used. Just do it to taste. Lick your pinky, stick it in there, take a taste, and if you like the taste of that, then you'll like it on the pork. So
No, you won't, because you need... No, you won't, because it'll completely change the taste flavor from in the bowl to on the pork. Just, no, you won't.
that's really my only tip. There's no real hard and fast rules. Whatever you have in your pantry is definitely good for this. So,
Really? Okay, so I have vanilla beans, saffron, curry powder, cream of tartar, and baking soda. I can use those to make a kick-ass pork butt rub. Yeah, I think not, dude.
next thing we need, and this is all there is to it, to the day 2 preparation. All right, I'm getting a little too excited about this process. Or maybe I'm not excited enough.
You didn't pat it down properly. It's too moist. Trust me, I know this thing. You didn't pat it down properly. Or you allowed it to re-moisten.
All right, this is going to be not taking on any more of this. So...
And the fat side is a perfect example of you not being able to do things properly. I guarantee if I did it, that entire fat side would be covered. Because I know how to pat things with the goddamn paper towel dry properly. You don't.
I am just going to...
Oh, if Jake's on here, I may consider actually letting him talk to me. And then we can discuss this abomination.
Scoop up as much as I can.
Oh, you've
I'll
already
really try to-
failed. You've already failed.
Push it. Pack it.
You failed. You didn't pat it
Set it on
down
top.
properly.
This fat is gonna
you didn't
render
pat
in
it
the oven.
dry properly. You failed. It's over.
And stuff will wash down. Okay.
It's over, fat
right, when your
boy.
pork-
It's over.
It's looking nice and rubbed. It's time to put it back in the fridge for a day. Overnight. You could also do this like a couple hours. You know,
I know I said that, but I also decided to extend an olive branch to the fans of this, and well, I said I never cover him on YouTube. Twitch is the Wild West to me.
I did 2 days. If you don't have that kind of time, you can do this whole process within 12 hours probably. It'll just be better the longer you wait. But I wouldn't do it.
I mean, I can leave. If you guys want to see Triple... I tell you what, in the chat right now, what do you want? Shall I continue on with Jake's shitty pork butt? Or shall I go to Triple D? type 3Ds or J in the chat if which you want me to go with. See, Cornbud, Jake. Looks like Jake, I guess. Okay, fine. By the way, the odds of me actually chatting with Jake are about 95, or about 5 to 95. Just see, don't get your fucking hopes up.
Less. This is a big piece of meat.
Again, I know how to do a pork butt. You obviously don't. I'm curious how you're gonna cook this son of a bitch.
Pork that really requires just like a ton of sauce. So, yeah, we're done. Well, we're not done. We're done with this part. We'll be back tomorrow, and essentially what we're going to do is turn the oven on to 250 and cook this until it has an internal temperature.
You're fucking serious. You're going to do it in the oven. And no, you're not going to do it to 250. If you were going to put the oven to 250 and roast that pork in there, then that pork would be in there for 16 fucking hours. You'd have it tomorrow. I have an oven that can do that and have done that. And guess what? I put that shit in for tomorrow's dinner. Not that fucking night's. I'm done with this. Jake has no fucking idea what he's doing. I'm sorry, he has no fucking goddamn clue what in the hell he's doing. And I get a behind the scenes look, so who cares? But seriously, he doesn't. I have done the pulled pork thing in my oven, okay? And if I told people, hey, be to my house for on Friday, right? On Friday, for pulled pork sandwiches, I started the son of a bitch on Thursday. And then it sat in the oven for several hours. And I have to fucking pee. And I can't even show the lesbians because Twitch gets all pissed off with me.
You got a nice little burn from the jalapeno.
I cannot tell if this chick is hot or not. She's definitely thick. But I can't tell if she's hot or not.
As for me, I'm gonna hang out a little longer. Not a bad gig.
Crispy pork belly
I can't tell if that woman is hot or not.
in the
Taste
window.
of Beth Journey's Kitchen. You come to a funky little joint like
Again, I'm several beers into it, so maybe it's just a little bit of beer goggles. But I don't know. She's got like this exotic hot vibe to her.
this on a country road. What do you think?
I love it. It's good. Great.
Beth, I know, puts her whole
Just look at her. She's thick.
heart into everything she makes homemade.
Except now the definition of a thick woman is now an obese woman.
Crispy pork belly in the window.
Braising liquid for our pork belly sandwich.
Okay.
Like, she's thick. She ain't repulsive yet. She's not obese. She's thick. But again, I'm probably like 10 beers into it, so I may have a bit of beer goggles on.
I start with some water and some soy sauce.
If you don't think she's thick, you have a problem.
And some brown
She's thick.
sugar. A little oil.
Next up,
We're gonna make the dressing for our slaw that go.
She's thick. Like it or not, she's thick. Sorry. Honestly, for a woman her age, her size, she should be about 30 to 40 pounds lighter.
Goes on
coming
top
up
of
in Jackson, Wyoming,
Oh my God, love it.
the Bomb Bison,
Holy Bombay Bowl.
parked right next to the Killer Curry.
You're rocking this, girl.
Okay, done with that.
That's not a cup. It's 2 cups, and we'll do half of it. That'll be with 2 cups of white vinegar, 2 bottles of hot sauce, a little barbecue sauce.
When I first drove up, I thought, you gotta be kidding. Don't be afraid when you see the entrance.
Alright. I guess I'll take my chat's advice and sign off for the night. Yeah. Oh, well. Good night, everybody.